All right, so it's been a while now, but we've finally got back in studio and behind the microphones. It's Cam and Sam's Sports Show, in your idea. So today on the show we have Matt Clarke and also Bradley Reid to talk about the efforts on tournament week, and also they'll be facing off in the Rich List together. But first off, we have Matt Clarke in studio to talk about the football. How are you, Matt?
No, there's my one.
Yeah, that's your one.
Yeah, righto. Yeah, not bad, mate. Thanks. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. It's pretty exciting to get back behind the mic, isn't it, Sam?
Yeah, this is just great.
Go. You going to ask the first question?
Oh, so Matt, you've been in the first 11 for 3 years now, and you've played your final game for the team. How sad are you that you've finally finished playing for them?
It's a bit of tinge with a bit of sadness, but it's good to pass down the baton now. 3 years. Has been through some ups and downs. Guys on the team, especially going through guys coming in and out of the team. Definitely a great bit of fun, and I guess now it's over, it is great bit of sadness, but with club football as well, I guess it's just a progression. Obviously school football finishing, and
I heard that you shed a tear when you finished in your final game when you missed that penalty.
That was more through laughter, I guess, that penalty, but I did shed a tear, I guess, in the last game of the season here, because I guess playing for your school, it's always a proud set of years. Guess, as you say, 3 years now. Just great bond with the team, the boys in the team. Yeah, as you say, a lot of pride for the team, and when that's over, it's definitely a sad moment. But as opposed to sadness that it's gone, I guess it's just looking back and having some really happy memories that you just said it's over.
So you talk about club level next year. Are any of the clubs looking to pick you up for the season next year?
I just got signed by Western Suburbs. Come from Stop Out earlier in the season, so looking to stay with them for a while. So we're going into 19 season now. Bit of crackle there. That should be good. So looking to stick with them next season. But yeah, as you're saying, after school football, you're looking to get more into club, looking to get more serious with it. So that should be good. Really looking forward to that.
So how's your season going as a team?
Not hugely fantastic, to be honest with you. We started out really well. So pre-season, we faced up against Cole in grading, Wellington College, St. Pat's. So we beat Stream, who came second in New Zealand last year. We kept a clean sheet against Wellington College. And it was looking really promising, but we lost a key match in grading, so didn't quite make Prem 1. And since then, our regular season has been rather poor, through key injuries and a few dropouts, and just a few poor results didn't go our way at the key times. Dropped to heads a bit, and unfortunately, results didn't go our way.
So you talk about the season. Have there been any standout performers for the season?
No, it's been a good effort, I guess. Across a few stand-ups, Liam Ross played fantastically. Obviously, Matt Austin, Kurt Mildenhall, chipping in as they usually do. Solid men in the team. A few young boys coming through, really class. So on tournament, we had Jack Miller and Josh Springer really stepping up. Logan Archer looking to get in the team. Looks to be a good future, especially a couple of years down the track.
So how did the tournament go? The results wise, how did that go?
We started out in our first 2 games, I believe, we didn't concede. I think over the 7 games, we only conceded the equal amount of goals. Kept about 4 clean sheets, I think, and we scored a hell of a lot more goals. I can't remember, but it was beyond 10, up around 15 mark. Problem is, we lost a key crucial games in a unfortunate refereeing howler. We lost to St. Peter's in the final round of group play, which was crucial. They ended up winning the thing, so that was definitely not a good moment, knowing that we were better and we should have beaten the team that ended up winning the tournament. But that's how it goes sometimes. But yeah, apart from that, some definitely good performances. Definitely enjoyable week as far as the football went, especially up playing in Napier. Good field up there. So yeah.
So what was the most memorable game for the team and yourself?
This year or just tournament?
Just the tournament.
I'm not entirely sure. I guess the last one. So by this stage, we kind of been knocked out of the top few places. So we're playing down a bit. Still a reasonable level. We got to the final game. We go down 3-0 quite early against Taupo. Go down 3-0 quite early, and in the second half we bring it back to get 3-all. So unfortunately, after that fantastic comeback, hat-trick to Kurt, I ended up missing a penalty to lose the game, which is the last thing I'm ever going to do for the first 11. So, missed it by quite a way as well into the next car park. I guess that's how it goes sometimes, especially the goalkeeper. But yeah, that was definitely memorable. It's kept it off as opposed to being angry with anyone. It was a good bit of fun. Definitely got the boys together. Good comeback, and yeah, really sent us home in good spirits, despite the potentially not fantastic tournament we had prior.
So with that last penalty that you just mentioned, were you just trying to blast it into the top of the net? Or?
Well held there. Sam held the tongue. Yeah, so basically everyone, when they take a penalty, goes for the old side foot into the net, and if you screw it up, the keeper has a chance to save it. So every time I've practiced a penalty, I always thought go straight down the middle as hard as you can, and the keeper won't be able to save it. Unfortunately, the penalty spot was on a bit of a mound, and got under it a bit. So yeah, not only did it go high, but wide as well. So yeah, went for the power option, didn't really pay off.
So who are some of the top performers of the tournament?
Kurt pulled out well. I mean, you look at the senior guys, all pulled their weight, the Liams, but I was really impressed with the younger guys as well. So Jack Miller got named our MVP. Then Josh Springay pulled his weight. A few boys coming up just for the tournament. Logan Archer has been standout all season for us as a junior guy. Fantastic player, bright future in him. So really looking towards the junior guys who really, after a season we had which wasn't incredibly positive as far as results went, it's great to see that we had a few young boys coming through at the tournament who really look to have established a good future for us here. Yeah.
So you talk about the young guys quite a bit, and obviously you're leaving next year as the captain.
Yeah, co-captain. Yeah,
co-captain. So who will be stepping up as captain next year? Do you reckon?
We're not entirely. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell you. There's a definitely good leadership crew coming through. Definitely good bunch of players. Wouldn't like to say one way or the other, but whether it will be Matt Austin or guys below him coming through in year 12, whether that be Jimmy Marsh or Glenn, who neglected to mention, they both had great seasons as well. They'd look to be it. Whether it's another year 13 next year or something like that, I wouldn't be able to tell you. But there's definitely a core leadership group who could each pull their weight in the job.
So just going back to the tournament for a bit, were there any funny or memorable moments that you had? Did anyone do something really stupid?
Well, that was my penalty miss, which I guess was quite stupid on my part. When we're away, obviously, at back of the camp, there was always going to be funny moments. Callum Martin provided some good value as a new boy in the team coming through as a year 10. You're always going to cop a bit of friendly stick, but he coped with that really well. Got his eyebrows shaved off. We stole a few of his breakfast cereals. Don't know why he'd bring 3 packets of breakfast cereals along, especially if someone's going to freeze them. Apart from that, there was Jamie Leith, who very memorable for me because last year on tournament I had to put up to the challenge to eat Weet-Bix covered completely in Tabasco sauce, containing 7 laxatives. So we passed it on to Jamie Leith this year minus the laxatives. After about an hour in the toilet throwing up, he came back and manned up to that. So that's quite memorable for me. Apart from that, there was James Marsh's dad throwing Kurt into the pool, neglecting the fact he had his iPhone in his pocket, and also throwing James Marsh into the pool, his son, scraping, leaving a large gash in his back. So a few memorable moments like that. But as it went, it was quite tame as far as sports tournaments goes, but it was really good. Good to get the boys together, great fun.
Sounds like you guys got up to a lot down there. So, did you do much down there, up there, apart from playing football?
As usually on sports trips, as you get up in the morning, you have your food, you go to the football. We usually had a couple games a day. Go there in the morning, we have an afternoon game. Then after that, we'll be back, by which stage we were really quite tired. So we had activities in line. A lot of the time, considering we're currently in the middle of mock exams, there was study going on, which seems to be a change compared to what usually happens at tournament, must admit. Apart from that, we went to movies, went into town, picked myself up a nice hoodie, a balaclava, from old Napier, just to walk around, just chilling with the boys, just recuperating for the next day. But yeah, a lot of bouncing between rooms, socialising, a lot of that kind of stuff.
So it was really quite casual. So for those looking to be in the first 11 next year, what advice would you give them?
For junior guys, for senior guys, whatever, you gotta try and get it in perspective, I guess. Just approach it with a good attitude, good motivation if you really want to get in the team, and just focus on, if you're going to take football seriously, really focus on, training, and no matter where you're at the moment, if you want to do it, just put your head down and really approach it with that good attitude that will not only make you a better player, but in the coach's eyes, think this is a guy who would really contribute to the team. And even if there are guys who didn't quite make the team here or there, and they stuck their heads down and they've become really senior members of the team now. So, yeah, it's just that good positive mental attitude, sticking your head down, really doing the work. And I guess what I had a trouble with early was playing for the first 11 was quite daunting. What you realise is there's quite a friendly atmosphere. It's quite a team once you're in. You'll rely on each other. We've tried to eliminate that kind of blaming process that's associated with football at club level. It's a good bit of fun. So, that positive mental attitude and just approaching it in the right way.
Okay, so has there been a funny moment that you will remember in your mind for a lot of years to come?
This year, I wouldn't say there was one moment. There's always the good football banter that comes, especially with a guy like Matty Austin in the team. He's good value. But apart from that, over the past few years, there's different moments you can pick up on, whether it's the singing competitions you come up with, people breaking bones, such as Liam Rosser in the year, sealing my potentially only goal would have been for the first 11. From a free kick, he got his nose on the line and punched in the face by the keeper. That's good value. Apart from that, couldn't really pinpoint it this season, but just throughout the thing, just as you say, comes with the territory of the football banter. Just, gets a good, positive, funny atmosphere going.
So obviously the season's over now. Would you like to say any thank yous to anyone over the radio?
Just the boys in the team, especially senior guys around me. The Liams, the Ryans, the Kurtz, the boys in my year who've come with me through the team, and really made it a fantastic experience for me. Playing in the team has been something I'll truly remember for ages. Obviously, the coaching staff, Mr. Lawrence from the top, Mr. McGeekin, just the usual. Shout-outs, I know Ben wouldn't be here listening, but coaches from last year, just everyone's just helped with the team. Mr. Bailey has given a lot to the team. Definitely Mr. Bailey. Apart from that, just thank the boys.
All right, well, thanks, Matt, for coming on the show and talking to us about
about
your tournament week with the football and giving us some insight about what happened up there. You spoke very well, and Brad Reed, I think you got a bit to be worried about for your interview. But we'll take a break now, and when we come back, we'll play the Rich List because I know the guys are excited to play. So here you go, for your guys' ears, Lady Hawk, My Delirium.